15 Strongest Signs of Sexual Tension Between Two People, Sexual Attraction and Chemistry. Leave a like on the video, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to receive new tips. Have you ever felt that strong sense of tension between you and another person? Though it's not the type of tension that is actually anger, but the nicer kind, a feeling that has been labeled sexual tension. You probably have experienced it before or will experience it in your lifetime. Now, it is kind of hard to explain, but if you have experienced it before, you know exactly how it feels. There are certain signs that show there is sexual tension between two people that can help you identify if you have felt it before or to help you identify it in the future. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you about the strongest signs of sexual tension between two people so that you can identify them now and in the future. Like and subscribe. Let's go. The awkward conversations. The very first sign is one that can kind of go either way. It's those awkward conversations. This one could actually be telling you that the girl you are talking to is not interested, or that things are not going well. For it to apply to sexual tension, then you need to have some of the other signs that I'm going to be telling you about in today's video. Now, it can be awkward at the start with sexual tension because you might be talking about, say, intimate things, or you could both be overwhelmed by your feelings that you are very nervous. It's not the easiest way to identify sexual tension, but it's one of the strongest ways. Eye contact. You both look at each other straight in the eye, then you look away, and then you look at them from across the room. It's lingering, it's sexy, and it's very intimate. Only you and her know what is going on. This is a sure sign that you have sexual tension between you both. If you want to make that sexual tension a little bit more intense, then you can use eye contact to get it there. Make sure to look at her when she speaks to you and make some sexy eye contact. Staring. You find yourself staring at her, and her staring at you. Now, it's different from eye contact, which is often quick and happens more when you are enjoying a conversation together. Staring is often slow, and you kind of hold that gaze. Other people can often sense when you are staring at someone as well. It's something you often do when you just cannot get enough of someone. You feel such a tension between you both that you can look at them quite literally for hours. Just make sure not to creep out your girl when you are staring, and make sure you do break away. You daydream about the other person. If you are daydreaming about another person, it probably means that you do like them and that there is that sexual tension between you both. You might daydream about just doing simple things with them or doing some more intimate things, maybe something along the sexual measure. You want to be around that person all of the time, hence why they're always up there in your mind. You might even find it very, very difficult to focus on a task because all you can really picture is them. The atmosphere. Have you ever felt a feeling in the atmosphere that you just cannot quite put your finger on? You're looking at a girl that you really like, and she's looking directly into your eyes, and suddenly the air around you feels different. It's as if there's that surge of energy and electricity in the air. This is what we call a sexual atmosphere filled with tension. There's a certain teenage feeling that surrounds you both. Remember that feeling you had as a teenager when your stomach falls to your feet when you meet someone that you like? If you find yourself starting to feel like you have a teenage crush, then that is a strong sign that you both have sexual tension. You can keep those teenage feelings going strong by arranging fun dates. You both flirt non-stop. This is one of the strongest signs of sexual tension. The flirting absolutely never stops. You both are going back and forth like you are playing a tennis match with each other. As soon as you are in that same space as someone that you have that sexual tension with, you can't help yourself. There is a non-stop flirting disco happening right there and then. You will start worrying about how you look around them, worrying about your hair, maybe you're constantly fiddling around with your clothing, doing those little things to really make a difference and to grab their attention. You both look great together, maybe everyone comments on how great you guys look. You have your friends saying, you know what dude, you actually look really good together with that lady. You look like you're actually supposed to be together. They might be sensing that tension between you both or that you really do like each other and no one's making the next move. People who are close to us can normally pick up on this a lot sooner before we do. You also might be acting kind of like a couple already. So, if this is a thing, enjoy this stage. You smile all of the time. When you are both together, you can just not stop smiling. Even when you are apart, you are smiling when you are thinking about them. If they ping your phone, you have an instant smile on your face. Everything she does makes you smile, and you feel like you have never been this happy in your life ever. You also find that you smirk when you speak to her, but in a very flirty way. These early stages of smiling and sexual tension really do feel amazing, doesn't it? You laugh a lot. You laugh all of the time when you are both together. You cannot stop laughing about the small things. You find yourself laughing more than you normally would when you are apart as well. You just seem a lot happier, and friends might even pick up and comment on this too. This means you are literally very happy with them, which is a great sign of sexual tension and maybe even possibly a relationship in the future. Be prepared to be blown away by this one. You think about your facial expressions. You try actively to not frown when you are around her, even if it is by mistake. Instead, you are very, very focused on smiling, offering those flirtatious facial expressions, and looking at her intently when she's talking. These are all signs of sexual tension, and if you are thinking about how your facial expressions are every second of that conversation, well, it means there is definitely something between you both. You tease each other constantly. Just like flirting, you constantly tease each other about everything. It's fun teasing, like calling her clumsy when she drops her fork or giving her a little nudge when she says something funny. It's often very flirty and can easily escalate. This is a huge part of sexual tension as it can often turn into a lot more. You dream about them. Not only do you daydream about them, you also dream about them at night too. These dreams might be more intimate and might be of you both at night. You know what I'm referring to. They will often leave you feeling a little hot under the collar. You might wake up and think, wow, did I really just dream that? You gravitate towards them. If you both turn up to the same party, you feel yourself moving towards them, always wanting to be physically close and talking. This is because you both have that undeniable connection and tension that hangs in the air between you both. She might come to you or you might go to her. Either way, you both have to just be that close to each other. You respond to touch by getting even closer. She places her arm on your leg, and you kind of shuffle towards her. This is common behavior between two people who are experiencing sexual tension. You simply cannot be close enough, and you just keep moving towards each other until you guys are face to face, very close to kissing. You might not even realize that you're actually moving closer towards her. It's something that happens to us subconsciously. Before you know it though, you guys are locking lips. You get butterflies when you are around them. Butterflies are not just something that we hear about in the movies. When you see her walking towards you, your stomach suddenly fills with butterflies. Butterflies will feel like your stomach is flipping and moving around. It happens when we really like someone and often when there is a little bit of sexual tension between you and another person. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or anything else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's continue. 8 signs she's sexually attracted to you. Hey there, it's Pamela Raquel, gentlemen. Have you ever found yourself wondering if the special lady in your life is feeling the same magnetic pull that you are? You know, that irresistible sexual attraction that makes your heart race and your palms sweat every time she's near? Well, wonder no more, because today we're going to be decoding the secret language of female attraction, revealing all the subtle and not so subtle signs that she's totally into you. By the end of this video, you will be equipped with the insider knowledge to read her like an open book. You'll know exactly what to look for, from the coy hair twirls to the smoldering eye contact that betrays her true feelings. Armed with this intel, you'll never again have to second guess whether or not she's feeling your vibe. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to have your mind blown as we unveil the hidden signs of attraction that most guys miss. Trust me, once you know what to look for, you'll be spotting the green lights everywhere you go. Let's dive in and crack the code of female desire together. The strategic lip gloss application. Have you ever noticed how a girl will sometimes whip out her lip gloss and seductively apply it right in front of you? By accentuating her pout and making it look all glossy and irresistible, she's actually saying, "I want you to kiss me," without actually saying the words. It's a subtle come-hither move that proves her attraction is more than just friendly, it's straight-up carnal. Asking suggestive questions, you're chit-chatting away when suddenly she hits you with a question that seems innocuous at first but has a flirty current you can't quite ignore. Questions like, "What's your idea of a perfect date night?" are loaded inquiries, her way of steering that conversation into more risky territory, gauging your reaction. So, if she starts peppering the conversation with provocative prompts, recognize it for the green light it is. She's intrigued by you and eager to see if you can keep up with her. 4's wordplay. Don't be afraid to volley the innuendo right back with a sly smile. The flirty giggle and hair twirl combo. Now, you've just cracked a moderately funny joke, and she's responding with over-the-top laughter, giggling like a schoolgirl with a crush. As she coquettishly twirls a strand of hair around her finger, shooting you a gaze that could melt steel beams, she's beaming feminine charm in your direction, hoping you catch the hint and get your game on. Complimenting your physique. So, you've been hitting the gym hard lately, and it shows. Suddenly, she can't stop gushing about how great your arms look in that t-shirt or how your new jeans perfectly hug your toned legs. These compliments may seem casual, but they reveal that she's been checking you out and liking what she sees. Brushing against you accidentally, you're standing side by side, maybe waiting in line together or sharing a booth at a bar, and suddenly you feel the electric tingle of her arm grazing against yours or her thigh momentarily pressing into your leg. She's going to play it off like an accident, but that lingering contact tells a different story. Leaning in close while talking to you, you're deep in conversation, and you suddenly notice that her face seems to be mere inches from your own. She's leaning in close, hanging on your every word like it's pure poetry. The intimate proximity is enough to make your heart skip a beat. Playfully touching your arm or chest. Now, you've just said something funny, and she can't help but reach out and give your arm a playful squeeze as she laughs. Or maybe you're sharing a heartfelt moment, and she gently lays her hand on your chest, feeling the steady beat of your heart beneath her palm. These touches may be fleeting, but they speak volumes about her attraction to you. The seductive eye contact. You're chatting away when suddenly you feel the weight of her gaze upon you. Her eyes are locked onto yours with an intensity that's almost hypnotic. She's not just looking at you, she's drinking you in, studying every facet of your face like she's trying to commit it to memory. The eye contact is smoldering, charged with an energy that's impossible to ignore. When a girl fixes you with a stare that's sultry, it's a surefire sign that she's captivated by you. So, if you find yourself locked in a staring contest with a beautiful woman, hold the eye contact and let the sexual tension build. Let your eyes do the talking, conveying the reciprocal desire that's burning within. In that charged moment of visual connection, a whole world of possibilities is communicated, no words necessary. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or anything else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's continue. Never do these things for a woman, must watch. Hey there, it's Pamela Raquel. Today we're diving into a crucial yet often overlooked aspect of dating and relationships, things you should never do for a woman. Even with the best intentions, sometimes what we think is helpful or romantic can actually backfire, affecting the dynamics of your relationship with someone. So, I'm here to guide you through these common pitfalls, helping you understand why they might not be as beneficial as they seem. By the end of this video, you will have a clear perspective on maintaining a healthy balance in your future relationships. Also, make sure you stick around until the very end of the video because I have a special bonus tip that ties everything together and adds a new dimension to what we've discussed. It's a piece of advice that you won't want to miss. So now, let's get started. Giving her too many gifts. Let's talk about gifts because they're great, but there is a limit. Giving too many can sometimes send the wrong message. Gifts are a lovely way to show someone that you care. However, showering her with too many gifts can seem like you're trying to buy her affection. It might make her feel like you're not interested in a genuine connection but rather in creating a sense of obligation or debt. Instead of overwhelming her with gifts, focus on building a strong mutual bond based on understanding and shared experiences. This approach is much more meaningful and shows that you value her for who she is, not for how she responds to your gifts. Being a yes man. Moving on to our second point, let's discuss the issue of always being a yes man. It might seem like the best way to please someone, but it has its drawbacks. Constantly saying yes, especially when you disagree, isn't the best approach. Agreeing with everything she says or wants, even if it goes against your own opinions or feelings, can lead to problems. It might make you appear spineless or lacking in your own convictions. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and honesty, not just agreement. It's important to have your own opinions and to be able to express them respectfully. Disagreements, when handled well, can actually strengthen a relationship by showing that both parties can express themselves and respect each other's viewpoints. Remember, being honest and true to yourself is more attractive than just being agreeable all of the time. Changing yourself completely. Now, let's explore our third crucial point, the issue of changing yourself completely for someone. It's natural to want to impress, but completely altering who you are, that's a different story. Adapting your personality or interests just to align with hers can come across as disingenuous. It suggests that you're not confident in who you are and that you believe you need to be someone else to be accepted. A healthy relationship involves two individuals who appreciate each other for their true selves. It's perfectly fine to explore new interests together, but losing your own identity in the process is not advisable. Embrace who you are and share your genuine interests. This authenticity is far more attractive as it shows self-confidence and honesty, key pillars of a strong and respectful relationship. Completely changing yourself can lead to unhappiness and a lack of fulfillment, so it's important to be loved and appreciated for who you truly are, not for an artificial persona that you've created. Being constantly available. Let's talk about constant availability. Now, it's great to be attentive, but is there such a thing as being too available? Yes, there is. Being always at someone's beck and call can send the wrong message. Always being available might seem like you are showing attentiveness and care, however, it can actually give the impression that you don't have your own life or interests, and this might unintentionally make you seem less intriguing or independent. It's healthy for both partners in a relationship to have separate hobbies, friendships, and commitments. This balance shows that you have a full and engaging life, which is actually more attractive. So, it's important to be supportive and present in a relationship, but also able to maintain your own identity and commitments. This demonstrates self-respect and a well-rounded character. Constant availability can lead to an imbalance in the relationship and might make you seem overly dependent or clingy. A balanced approach where you show interest and availability while also having your own life is more sustainable and attractive. It shows confidence and a healthy approach to personal boundaries. Trying to fix her problems. Moving on to our fifth point, let's tackle the issue of trying to fix her problems. While it's natural to want to help, there's a fine line between assisting and overstepping. Understanding this difference is crucial. Always trying to fix things isn't always the best approach. It's common to think that solving her problems is a way to show that you care, however, not every situation requires a solution. Sometimes what we might need more is empathy and someone to listen. Jumping straight into problem solving can make her feel like her feelings aren't being acknowledged. So, it's important to gauge the situation, ask if she wants advice or just needs to share her thoughts. This shows that you respect her ability to handle her own issues and that you are there to support her emotionally. Listening and understanding can often be more valuable than offering solutions. Always trying to fix the problems can be frustrating for her and could potentially belittle her feelings or abilities. So, it's essential to listen first and only offer help when asked. This approach fosters a supportive environment where she feels understood and valued for her own capabilities and perspectives. Excessive flattery. Our sixth point delves into the realm of compliments and flattery. It's common knowledge that compliments can be pleasant, but what about excessive flattery? There's a fine line here that's important to understand. Compliments are a wonderful way to show appreciation, but when they become excessive, they can lose their sincerity. It might start to seem like you're trying too hard or being disingenuous. People value genuine praise that's heartfelt and specific. When compliments are overused, they can come across as empty or manipulative. It's more meaningful to offer thoughtful, occasional compliments that truly reflect your feelings. This approach shows that you pay attention to the things that genuinely stand out about her rather than using compliments as a tool to gain favor or approval. Excessive flattery can make you seem insincere and can undermine the authenticity of your interactions. It's important to strike a balance, be complimentary but also be real. Authentic, well-placed compliments are far more effective and appreciated than a barrage of non-stop praise. Bonus tip, the importance of self-care and personal growth. After covering what not to do, let's end with a valuable bonus tip, the importance of self-care and personal growth. While focusing on a relationship is great, nurturing yourself is equally vital. Taking care of yourself both emotionally and physically is crucial. It's not just about looking good but feeling good on the inside too. Engaging in activities that promote your mental and emotional well-being, like exercising, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking time to relax, is key. Personal growth also involves learning new things, challenging yourself, and becoming the best version of you. When you invest in your own growth, you bring more to any relationship. You're happier, you're confident, and this positivity radiates. Healthy relationships thrive when both partners are individually fulfilled and growing. Prioritizing self-care and personal growth leads to a healthier you and, in turn, a healthy relationship. It prevents you from losing your identity in the relationship and ensures that you don't rely solely on your partner for happiness or validation. A well-rounded, self-sufficient individual is inherently more attractive and engaging. So, now that you know what to never do for a woman, are you ready to dive deeper? Choose your next step: how to tell if she's overwhelmed by her feelings for you, or decode those sexual hints from women that 99% of men Mississippi. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights, and thank you for watching.